So West Pharmaceutical Services, being the leader in the industry that we are, we monitor the regulatory space, we monitor the industry associations, we have deep relationships with the pharmaceutical customers. So we're always looking out 1, 5, 10 years to anticipate what the needs of the industry is going to be. And with the growing use of combination products, we recognize that the prefillable syringes today that are in the market are really a collection of components. They're parts that are put together, and it falls on the pharmaceutical customer to determine what the level of risk is, how they go together, and what testing is needed. So it takes a lot of time and cost for the pharmaceutical customer to put all that together. With over 70% of new molecules being brought forward by the emerging biologics, they don't have that depth of resource or those financial resources to invest in that manner. So we saw it as an opportunity to provide a full system, a prefillable syringe system where we'll provide the data, the simplified supply chain, the regulatory support that will help them get their molecules to market faster. The Synchrony PFS system, first it has a single verified characterized data package that we will provide to the customer, the pharmaceutical customer, to utilize for their regulatory filing. So all the testing that is drug independent, we've done on the syringe system, and we'll provide that data to them. That helps get the speed up as they try to get to their next phase. So if you think about all the testing that they have to do, we've removed a large chunk of that. The second area is a single regulatory package. So currently, with all the pieces that are going into a prefillable syringe product right now, there's multiple regulatory references that they have to use in their drug filing. What we're providing them is a single regulatory package. So one filing containing all the information they need to support their drug filing. And then the third is a simplified supply chain. So a single source of contact, one lead time, one minimum order quantity. It really helps when they place orders, how they manage their inventory, and if they have any questions, they don't have to go to multiple sources. They have that single point of contact to answer all their questions. So the features that I've talked about really address the burden that is on the pharmaceutical customer today. They're having to generate all this data, they're having these multiple regulatory packages, they're managing this complex supply chain, so relieving some of that burden off of them. The fragmented nature of today's prefillable syringe space really puts burden and risk on the pharmaceutical customer that we believe West Synchrony prefillable syringe system will help alleviate. So when we look at the market today, as I mentioned, there are components that go together, and it's up to the pharmaceutical customer to figure out how they go together, where the risk is, what the data is that needs to be generated. By establishing a true system, and the word system is used in the industry quite a bit, but there truly are not systems. These are a collection of parts. West Synchrony prefillable syringe system is a system in that it goes together, it's tested together, it's coming from one supplier, one company that owns all the parts and can assure that it performs as needed when it gets to the pharmaceutical customer, and that it has ongoing support so that we make the pharmaceutical customer's life easier. That sets a new standard in the industry. So part of the West Synchrony S1 offering is the data verification and characterization package, which what that does for the pharmaceutical customer is it relieves the burden of them having to perform this type of testing that is drug independent. So we've removed that from their plate, and then that will help accelerate what they need to do and have them focus really where their expertise is, and that's with the drug molecule and how that performs. And then by having that single regulatory package, the pharmaceutical customer avoids the delays that can occur by a regulator reviewing multiple packages, multiple references. So it streamlines the review process for the regulator and therefore accelerates getting that approval and getting to that next phase of their drug launch. With West having over 100 years of expertise in the industry, we're able to provide that experience and that support to our customers which then takes that off of their shoulders and allows them a resource that they can leverage as they get their drug molecule to market faster. West Synchrony provides a single supplier for a prefillable syringe system, and the benefits of that are you have one lead time to manage, where currently you would have multiple lead times. You have one minimum order quantity. If you look into the industry today, the customer has to order these different parts from different suppliers who carry different minimum order quantities. So you end up carrying extra inventory. So there's a reduction of inventory that can occur. And then you have a single point of contact. So whether that's working with the supplier, which in this case would be West, to be able to manage that supply chain, not having to call different people. And then if something occurs where you have questions, you need more information, that single point of contact provides them that quick response that is needed to meet their goals. So that single supply chain is streamlined. It has a financial advantage, it has an advantage of speed, and it gives them the assurance of supply that they really need as they're looking to take their drug molecule to market. With West Synchrony S1, we have multiple locations within our network to be able to supply. Because what really matters to the pharmaceutical customer is assurance of supply. So how we get there is through having multiple sites that we can source our products from and then have them come together as that system for that single supply to the customer. When we designed Synchrony S1 prefillable syringe system, we're focused on biologics and modern day vaccines. So if we look out into the market, the emerging biotech customers, what they need to support them in their development, this fits very well with providing them the support, limiting their risk, giving them a resource that they can use. We also are focused on the CDMO industry because the CDMO industry plays a very critical role of bringing these new molecules forward as they work with the emerging biologics. But also the pharmaceutical customers, whether it's mid-tier, large pharmaceutical, there is a need in the market for this syringe system that we believe plays across all these areas. West has 100+ years of experience in the containment industry, and that depth of knowledge and expertise in the elastomer products that we provide to the pharma industry is proven of high quality and reliability. That is the anchor of our syringe system. Being able to build off of that elastomer knowledge and the history that we have, and then putting a syringe system around it, really, we believe, brings a new standard to the market and to the industry. It doesn't come along very often where you get to set a new standard for a product and an offering, where you get to bring something forward that you believe has the value to the pharmaceutical customer that helps them bring their drug product to market in a more consistent, reliable fashion and increases the speed to get there. That is something that doesn't come along very often. I'm very proud to be part of it. I think West is positioned well to be able to do this and execute on it. It's really a level of excitement for me and my team to be part of this and drive this forward to West, but more importantly, to drive this forward for the industry, because we believe this will change the pharmaceutical industry and the prefillable syringe space.